Yeah, can we control the air? I mean, it's tough. It's a long story, David. Sorry, we can't control it.
Okay.
But hey, you know what? It's time for a little something that I like to do when I'm here with two of my best pals and a guy I just met. It's time to play a little something called Would You Rather.
Nice.
Well, it's Hollywood Facts, and we're going downtown. Going to Inglewood now. Everybody do your facts and know your stars. There's glitz and glamour and lots of bars. Get a drink at a club, then go walk in front of Chinese theater. Hollywood Facts. Take out your dick.
Check out the facts. It's the Hollywood Facts.
Bro.
All right, it's time for Would You Rather, of course, our wonderful Would You Rather theme. And we all know how this is played, right? I'll do people send us Would You Rather scenarios to our Twitter, which is at CBBWYR, and for a Comedy Bing Bong Would You Rather, and I'll read it out loud. I'll then open up the floor for questions, and you can ask me any question you like about either of the scenarios. There's a lot of detail that I know about that is not contained within the question. In order to help narrow down your choice at a certain point, floor will be closed. We'll vote. We'll tally up the points. Here we go. This comes to us from Alan P. Williams on Twitter. He asks, would you rather have to do a double take every time someone passed away of old age? Or
I'd rather do that.
Or have only one shirt that is one size too large? All right.
Double take.
David.
I would. I'd rather do the double.
I know that this is your contrary nature, which has served you so well in your attitudes as a comedian, and your whole career is based on it. But
welcome to unfettered free market capitalism.
Exactly.
Would it hurt you to play along once in your life?
He is forced to play along with an endless circus of commodification.
Yes. Okay. Let's.
Are you interested at all in this, or do you just want to leave?
Are those the only options?
Yes.
Oh,
That was my question.
all right. I'll pretend to be interested.
No, you have to actually be interested.
Well, I can't.
Would you rather?
I can't fake that.
Well,
can't
yes,
force it.
Yes, you can force it. Take an interest in something.
But
This is an intervention,
Hypothetical.
Would you rather
David,
force
this is
yourself
an
to be interested
intervention.
in something?
I side with him. I think that he should not be forced to answer question.
No one asked you, Slavo!
It is Slavoj, a Zizek. I think that coercion has its place, but not in intellectual circles.
you are right, Scott. I could force an interest in this, but that would require. And I'm serious. Like if we were on pint number 4 and we were sitting around a table and you brought that up and it was serious to you, and I could get into that space of like, okay, I know this is serious.
That's what it takes. It takes 3 pints and then
4.
Is there
4.
beer?
Well, no, you're on pint number 4, so
I'm at the end of it.
Oh, you're at the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
I drink quickly.
4 deep. If I got you 4 beer right now, and is that the way you pluralize them?
4 beer.
4 beer.
I would understand you. I don't know if that's correct.
4 beer.
Maybe I've had 4 beer at this point.
The price is 6 pence.
Okay.
All right.
What the fuck is happening right now?
I'll binge drink and play along.
Deconstruction.
What is happening is a deconstruction of capitalism. That is exactly what is happening.
This is ridiculous. All I ask, I bring you guys on here,
And-
you have a movie coming out you ostensibly want people to see.
And we see the rising voice like the fascism.
You don't need to yell.
Yes, I do need
When
to yell because
he's-
I'm frustrated.
When his political system
You can raise
disintegrates,
the
he
pitch
becomes
in your voice,
angry.
but you don't have to yell.
Okay, I'll try not
There
to
you
yell,
go.
but I'll still be as emphatic.
Great.
I bring all of you assholes out here onto my show.
I have a last question.
Yes.
I have urgent question related to the scenarios.
All right,
the double take when
Slavo.
someone's passed away with old age, or the one shirt that is one size too large. My question is it a binary choice, 0 or 1? Am I choosing light or dark without a middle ground? That's just the question.
My goodness. Yes, they're absolute choices. You can't make compromises on these choices.
In this,
Although no one has ever tried, so I don't know. Maybe you can.
No
one has ever bartered their choice.
All right. Let me ask you about the shirt.
Well, the floor's not open. All right, the floor's open now. Go ahead.
All right.
This is good.
This
Why are you
shirt-
glancing at your imaginary watch? Oh, you got
Yeah.
a real one.
Yeah, fucking look at that, sucker.
What do you call that? What do you call that thing? Oh,
That's a
sucker.
real 70s term I like
What do
to
you-
bring that.
what do you
That's
got?
A watch.
What type is it? I know it's a watch. Why is everything so difficult?
It's a Lambretta.
Ooh, now you're talking my language. All right, you have a question about the What'd you say?
the shirt.
The shirt. Great. It's one size too large.
I understand that. Is it a dress shirt or a T-shirt? Is this the way? Was that?
Yes,
what we're supposed to do?
exactly.
All right,
This
I
is the
see.
way you're supposed to do it. And
Yeah,
I
okay.
see all just very suddenly. The light in your eyes just sparked up, and now you
You're
want
right.
to know.
This
right?
is really fun. So it's a
Coerced
it's a dress
spontaneity.
shirt. We've decided.
No, I have not said
No.
at this point.
What did I just ask?
You asked if it was a T-shirt or a dress shirt.
Oh, T-shirt or dress shirt?
No, actually, it is a hockey jersey.
I have an urgent question
You have an
at this
urgent-
point, but
yes.
I don't want it spoiled by what may already be decided. I would
Okay.
like my free agency to enter in a form of an interrogatory.
All right,
What I want to know,
Slavo.
if there is a hockey jersey, one size too large, and it has letters printed, does the message have to be coherent, or can it be a series of random or even maddening letters or psychological concepts written, perhaps scrawled across the jersey as a maddening exercise?
Oh my goodness! Look,
I think the letters already exist on it. You don't get to choose, right?
you don't get to choose the letters, and you
It
don't
is
get to choose
prefabricated
it's
and given to us.
It's like a prefix menu.
Like the watch that David shows off. He says, "This is my watch for capitalism," just like the hockey jersey it is supposed to identify myself with.
Well, he got to choose that watch, I would guess. So,
did.
out of how large was the selection of watches that you chose that one out of?
Uh,
Were there hundreds of watches in front of you, or
there was one.
just one watch they brought out and said, "Do you like this? Yes or no?"
One large watch made up of a number of different watches.
Oh, I see. And,
And
so you
I-
picked one from within those watches.
Yeah, they didn't see me do that. I scooted out of there super quick, and the alarm didn't go off. But yeah,
Okay, so you stole this watch?
well, that's that's
Look, who does it
subjective,
originally belong to anyway? If you look at it that way, does anything belong to anyone?
right?
No,
The
it
Pope.
is not.
All right, very good. It's a hockey jersey with actually you get to pick your favorite hockey player and
Oh.
your favorite team. So you do have that amount
that
of
doesn't
choice.
sound so bad.
Yeah, that's not so bad. All right,
That makes it interesting.
it does. Matt, you have a question?
Is it every time a person dies of old age on the entire planet or throughout history? Does it go backwards? Do we have to go backwards in time
Yes, you
for
are.
every person who's ever died?
Every single time an old person dies of old age, you go backwards in time to the previous person who died of old age. So you are spiraling backwards through time. Yes.
Oh, and doing a double take.
Doing a
at
double
each
take
death.
every single time, yes.
Oh, you'd get dizzy. You'd get a headache. I mean,
So
that
if
would
somebody
be-
died and got
neck would
revived,
get sore,
you would have
yeah.
to do them twice, for example?
So if someone who's legally dead,
Yeah, they flatlined,
they flatline, yeah.
were resurrected, or what do they call
what
it? What
is-
do the doctors do? Do they resurrect you? Is that the word?
They maintain
Revive?
They maintain
They resurrect you. That's what doctors.
So
do.
anytime you go to a
good
doctor, they
very
resurrect
good-
you?
A really good doctor can do that.
What is the legal threshold for having died? Is it 7 minutes or something where you're
I think it's
legally
no,
dead?
It's a 3 days.
Is it through
For a resurrection is
Yeah,
3
yeah,
days.
for a
Yeah,
resurrection.
David's
Oh,
right.
okay,
Yeah,
very good.
David's right.
No, every time anyone is just dead for 7 minutes, then you have to do this double take.
7 minutes in heaven, huh?
Haha, literally. I thought you literally came in here with dog shit on your, just smeared on your face. I wondered
This
about
is
it.
my question about the double take.
Okay, you don't
With
have
the
to.
fact that-
You don't have to grab me and shake me when you.
No,
ask
this
me
is
that,
my
by the way.
question about
Like,
the double take.
My neck really hurts from you shaking me every time you actually.
If
talk.
I'm not shaking you, I am shaking some papers.
Okay, thank you.
So if you are double taking at all the people throughout past history that are dying and
Yeah, you're
passing
going
away,
backwards. You're not going
This
forwards.
increases your empathy because you are looking at them. Does this help humanity going forward to have appreciation for death of those who have come before?
It doesn't help humanity. It helps you definitely.
So it helps me at the expense of them.
Yes, at the expense of humanity. Humanity is all the worse for this happening to you.
This is good.
Really, you enjoy this?
This, if I am forced into this decision,
I'm having a hard time figuring out where you actually stand on issues. You're
I
happy
don't.
that
That is essential to the way my philosophy and my thoughts. It is impossible to say that I stand on this issue or on for something against something. I dart around like a fat Jedi.
very good. All right. Any other questions, or is that all you got? Fantastic. All right. I'm closing the floor for questions. No more questions. You got some great ones in.
God.
David, you asked about whether it was a dress shirt or a T-shirt. And Matt, you asked about whether you go backwards in time. And then Slavo said some stuff.
My questions were unlistenable.
Yeah, thank you. You know, at least you have self-awareness.
My self-awareness of how pointless I am, and yet confounded by meaning utterly.
Yeah, very good. All right, guys. Well, let's tally up the point, or let's vote. I turned to David Cross. How are you voting?
The T-shirt.
The T-shirts, but originally when we first started, you were just.
I didn't know it was going to be perpetual, so I think that would make me dizzy and it would get in the way of doing so many things for so many of my loved ones.
Well, certainly
Whereas the
because you would
t-shirt
no longer see them anymore. Well, you would see them backwards through time, I would guess. So, for instance, you have a wife. You would get to see her younger and younger and younger.
Well, that's weird.
It is a little weird.
That's creepy.
Yeah, exactly. So
we're already starting at a certain point.
Yeah, you're already so much older than. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Now, maybe she would choose the going backwards in time for you because she would get to see you younger and younger, and you guys would eventually meet, sort of like Benjamin Button.
Yeah, but she can't just stop the process.
She can't stop it. No, she'd eventually. You'd be a baby, or
quick.
she'd be an old lady. Yeah, it'd be a very. But
So I'll take the T-shirt.
Okay, great. All right, Matt, how do you like to vote?
Yeah, the jersey.
You taking the jersey?
Yeah. It would be dizzying to do billions of double takes.
Billions of people
Billions
dying
and billions,
of old age.
I mean, throughout
well,
history.
then again, you have to, not every single person dies of old age.
But enough on the
You'd
planet,
hit billion.
yeah.
I gotta believe.
Yeah.
I don't
for
know.
most of man's history, people have died from old age.
I mean, and we have to say that anytime anything like cancer or heart disease or a heart attack or, anything like that, disqualified. That's not old age.
Let's say half the people throughout history have died of old age. Is that fair?
I don't think so at all.
No? Less than
I
that?
think here is the threshold, okay? It's anyone who dies when they're old where you go, oh, we don't really know why they died. We can't really figure out
they
any
went in
cause
their
of death.
sleep
They went in
and
their sleep.
peacefully.
What percentage of deaths do you think that is?
I have to think only
Ballpark.
3%.
88%.
I think more
I
than
think
that.
so many people die that way.
No, I think there's so many people who just die in a hospital or die of a long battle with a disease or they have a heart attack or something.
Suicide,
Yeah, suicide
War,
pact.
there's war. Don't forget war.
Oh, the biggest killer, or just by God.
scuba diving,
Scuba
The deeper we
volcanoes.
The deeper we look, there are no natural causes.
Scientology. Your
Scientology
Scientologist.
kills
Yeah,
millions.
so
Yeah, there's
I
tons.
think you're not seeing as many people as you thought you were going to see.
But
Well-
still, there's billions and billions of people on the planet, and there have been
and throughout
history,
time,
so-
yeah.
So 3% of these billions, you're looking at throughout time.
But also old age. There are probably more people dying of old age. As you,
recently,
And if you are going
I
back
think.
through time looking,
No.
eventually you are.
I think you
yeah.
died of old age
No.
earlier, but it was
Absolutely
still
not.
old age. Like if you died
No.
at 40 in
you
the
could- you
Middle
could die of,
Ages,
like,
that's still old
something called
age.
whoopsie or something like
no,
that.
people
back
were
in the-
dying at 40 back in the day from falling on a rake and stuff like that.
But if the expected lifespan in the Middle Ages was, say, 42,
stepping
That's
on the
what I'm
rake in
saying
the
is-
backyard and it whacks your face.
disease
That's in
is
your
killing
book.
all these people.
Your joke book.
That's why the lifespan is so young. I think you're seeing less and less people as you go back to the point where at a certain point you're not seeing anyone because no one is dying.
well,
of
it
old
still
age.
doesn't change my answer.
Okay.
If
very
you go
good.
back far enough, their ancestors are chimpanzees and rodents, and so these are also we are double taking, emphasizing. with
Very
them.
good. Slavo, you're up.
I refuse to vote under the context that of the authority of the bureaucracy, but for purpose of fictional analysis, I would vote, of course, for the hockey jersey, one size larger, because I do not have any shirts that are too large for me at this time. I wish I could find one.
But you're not voting.
I'm not voting. I refuse to cast a ballot, but for the purposes of a fictional perpetuating of fiction, I say that I vote for the
All
hockey
right.
jersey.
Very good. Let me tally up the points. We all know what's on the line. An invitation to come on the next episode of Comedy Bang Bang and defend your championship. And
I have this in the bag.
I know. I think this is yours to lose. And I'm just going to look at the person who enjoyed it more and who is the most interested. David Cross, you're our winner. Congratulations.
David, nobody
Absolutely
saw
not
that
true.
coming.
That is
No one
absolutely
saw
not
that
true.
coming.
Hey, David,
That is a lie.
we're
The
gonna ask
judges,
you-
That is
the
an
judges
absolute
are fair.
lie.
The judges are fair.
We're asking you back on next week's show. Can you come defend your title?
I cannot, sir.
All
and I
right,
will
that's
not.
how we play Would You Rather.
Well, it's Hollywood Facts, and we're going downtown. Going to Inglewood now. Everybody do your facts and know your stars. There's glitz and glamour and lots of bars. Get a drink at a club, then go walk in front of Chinese theater. Hollywood Facts. Take out your dick.
Check out the facts. It's the Hollywood fact.
All right, good game, guys. That was one of the best.